All right. Good morning, Advanced EL Support. Hope you are well. It is Thursday, May the 21st. And yeah, we're getting toward the end here. This is actually our second to last class. As you guys know, this is the last class of this week. Next week is so-called finals week without finals, no finals, but they call it that anyway. And yeah, so Monday and Tuesday, you guys will have off in celebration of Memorial Day. You'll have it off. In other words, there'll be no classes. And then next Thursday and Friday will be your last classes of the school year. All right. So today I'm going to give you your last little homework assignment. I'll give you nothing, obviously, on Monday or Tuesday. We've done our last Dear Log. So the Dear Log I assigned this last Monday, the 18th, May 18th, that will be the last Dear Log. Okay. Might be good news for some of you. And as far as we're concerned, I just wanted to finish up this little mini poetry unit, trying to get you guys hip to different types of figurative language, or really at least the main four that you get in English classes. So hopefully you looked at the agenda. Hopefully you did the do now, which simply asked you to look up figurative language, that term. It might have said just something like language using figures of speech. And that begs the next question, what are figures of speech? Well, they're types of language that express more than what they literally mean. They can mean what they mean, but they also suggest other meanings. And this is what we've been talking about, how poetry expands the language at the same time that it's compressing it. Few words with more explosive meaning. You want compression, and then the explosion that is the poem, the explosion of meaning, takes place in a tightened space, almost like in a vacuum, and it explodes with more force. Compression, ask your physics teacher, compression, an explosion in a compressed space explodes with more force. And now I'm taking us back to Dream Deferred, the first poem that kicked off this wonderful little mini poetry unit, this figurative language unit. So four main types of figurative language that we've looked at. Language which means more than what it literally says on the page, that suggests other meanings. We've looked at metaphor, we've looked at simile, we've looked at personification, and we've looked at symbol. So today I'm going to give you a poem which features one of these types of figurative language, and I kind of want you guys to decide which one. I'm going to ask, it's really between metaphor, simile, and personification. All right, that's the task before us today. So a modest little 5 questions. I'll read you the poem, you'll look up some vocabulary words, read the poem, and then answer a few questions and try and make some meaning out of it. All right, that's the game we're playing, trying to make meaning, trying to tease out larger meanings from a compressed poem. All right, so let's try the old screen share thing here. Got this baby, and share that, please. Good. Okay. All right, there we go. Excuse me. So, figurative language and poetry. These are the words I want you to look up. This poem is called The Hound. The Hound. All right. I'm going to have you define it, but here's the first vocab word, the hound. A hound is a large dog, often a hunting dog. All right. A hound. I wonder if you guys have ever had this experience, which you may see reflected in the poem. I've had this experience several times. I'm walking somewhere, some other neighborhood I don't know very well. It's an unfamiliar neighborhood, an alien neighborhood, right? And I look over and suddenly a large dog is running toward me, okay? Is it a nice dog? Is it a mean dog? This has happened to me many times in Mexico and Guatemala, where I've been just wandering around, and suddenly a dog is running at me, okay? Some of them have been mean, I'll have you know, but I just want you to think about this experience when you realize that there's a large dog running at you. You don't know what its intention is, do you? All right, so anyway, hound, ladies and gentlemen, equivocal, bound, and there's a lot of different meanings of bound if you look it up, but I want you to do the noun meaning, please, the noun meaning. A bound, as in a leap or a jump. A bound, in this case, a leap or a jump. All right. Rend is an absolutely wonderful word, as you'll see. And befriend, which you can probably figure out what that means, but look it up in English, define it, and look it up in your home language. Look up a synonym, right, or the exact same word in your home language. And there's another word I think you should look up. It's this last one down here, meanwhile. That is a great word in English if you don't know it, meanwhile. Okay, so look that word up as well, please, in the course of your attempts to make meaning from this poem. All right, so here's the poem. The Hound by Robert Francis. Life, the hound, equivocal, comes at a bound, either to rend me or to befriend me. I cannot tell the hound's intent till he has sprung at my bare hand with teeth or tongue. Meanwhile, I stand and wait the event. Okay, let's try that one more time because I like reading this poem. Life, the hound, equivocal, comes at a bound, either to rend me or to befriend me. I cannot tell the hound's intent till he has sprung at my bare hand with teeth or tongue. Meanwhile, I stand and wait the event. Okay. So, what happens when a large doggy is bounding towards you, running at you? Just review the questions real fast, and then I'll leave you guys to struggle with them between now and next Thursday, right? I won't see you till next Thursday. Next Thursday, I'll send out the last lesson, and it's not really a lesson. We'll go over this assignment, and I may ask you guys to write me one more free write kind of thing, giving me some feedback about the class, the advanced EL support class that we all shared this year. I'd like some feedback about what you guys found useful and what maybe you did not find so useful. And I'd like you to be honest. Be honest. Seriously, I'm a big boy. If you criticize me, I can take it. All right. Anyway, number one, what comparison is made in the first line? So you're looking at line 1. Remember, every 5 lines in the margins I have numbered. So 5, 10, so you can figure out what line number it is in the poem. Is it metaphor, simile, or personification? So we're looking at a type of figurative language which compares in that first line, line 1. And I'm asking you guys what that is and what is compared. Number 2, what does equivocal mean? Why is it the most important word? Equivocal gets its own line. It's one word on its own line. When a poet does that, they want to emphasize that word. That word occupies a whole line. It's important. And I think you'll find that this is the most important word in the poem because the two things that are compared, both are called equivocal. All right. Number 3, what 2 things might the hound do to the speaker? This is just asking you to understand what the poem's saying. So look at lines 4 and 5. What are the 2 options, right? What are the 2 possibilities as the large dog runs at the speaker of the poem? Number 4, how is the image in lines 4 to 5 like life? Okay, this is part of that comparison. So look closely, see what you guys can do. And lastly, number 5, what situation is the speaker left in at the end? Meanwhile, I stand and wait the event, are the last 2 lines. Meanwhile, I stand and wait the event. Okay, so just describe the situation that the speaker finds himself in as the dog runs at them, and consider what else that is similar to, or what the poem is comparing to this image of a dog running at you. All right, okay, that's all I got for you. We're winding down, you guys. It's almost summertime, and I hope that's good news for you. Let me stop the screen share, and happy Memorial Day. I don't know what we're going to all be doing on Monday and Tuesday, but remember, there's no classes, which is nice. And I'll see you guys in exactly 1 week. So you guys have plenty of time to finish this assignment. Do it as you can. And as I said, I will ask for some sort of feedback, some comments that you guys can make to me about my class, this first period class that we all shared this year. All right. So you guys take care of yourselves. I hope to see you next school year. But if not, I'll see you in video form here. And have a great day, you guys. All right, ready, set, goodbye.